Now with these other groups, the Latinos, Indians, and Arabs, you can't expect for them to be racist. Why? Because they're not black. Okay? They're not black. So that's expected. But you Africans, how the fuck you gonna be racist to black Americans when you black your damn self? It makes no fucking sense. It's their civil rights that you used and abused. Okay? And then you turn on them. You keep talking about white people showed you a fucking video when you come to the States. You know, they take you in the office, they showed you a video, but you never tell us what the fuck is on the video. What video? You always say a video. What the fuck did they show you? What did they show you on the video? You never tell us what's on the video. So that shit could be made up. That could be an excuse for you to be racist to black Americans. That's why they sending your asses back. All of you motherfuckers need to be sent back. Latinos, Indians, Arabs, and Africans. Go back to your fucking countries.
So this girl has 2 African parents, and she just called a black American man an Akata with a capital A in his comment section. I'm just scrolling. I was watching it, and his video, and she was saying, nigger, 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 nigger. And he was basically saying, like, you don't really have any direct relation to the word because that word was not used to oppress you and your people from your lineage. You know, they have their own slurs. Like, this is a racial slur that she's using against a black American man right now. So he was basically saying, like, why are you using that word when you don't use that with your elders? And I was just thinking about it. I never really thought about that. I never thought about people from Africa using the N-word and how inappropriate it may be. What do y'all think about that? Do y'all think that African people should be able to use the N-word? And her writing this in his comment section because he was just simply stating that he didn't think that she should be using that. And he said that she was cosplaying. He went on to say she was cosplaying as a black American. But she's disgusting for this. This is disgusting. This is not okay. We could agree to disagree. But to use a slur, the slur that they use for black Americans, yet they claim that we're all one and the same. This is disgusting. People, they rear their little ugly heads every single time. And I'm not saying that this woman is ugly. I'm just saying the way that she's acting is disgusting. But what do y'all think about that? I just need y'all, black Americans, what do y'all think about African people using the N-word? And the fact that they have slurs for us as well. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. This is not okay.
Africans sure got a lot to say about American blacks. Bet. Africans don't dislike black Americans because we lost our culture. It's because deep down, y'all jealous. Y'all jealous that we the cultural engine. We created the music, the fashion, the slang that influences the whole world, buddy. Y'all really hate it didn't come from y'all, huh? Y'all bought the lie that we was just descendants of slaves, knowing it wasn't true. Cause real talk, our people was already here, bucko. You not looking down on your long lost brothers and sisters. Y'all looking at a stranger. And that's why our energy don't match. And being all the way real, y'all mad y'all ancestors wasn't taken. You mad y'all still living on dirt roads and battling colonial systems. While the ones you think are lost became the blueprint for the black global culture. Y'all could dress like us, talk like us, rap like us, but never forget where the sauce came from. And if we was just slaves, why y'all trying to be us? Y'all say we don't know our tribes, but y'all don't know y'all power. American blacks been through hell and we still came out leaders. We could talk lineage, but make sure you put some respect on that shit. American blacks don't need to prove our origin. Next time you start hating, make sure you check your reflection, partner. Cause y'all dressing just like the same people you trying to look down on. That ain't hate, that's jealousy. Go on and own that, rub it in your chest.
There's obviously some divide with Africans and people that were born in the West. Let's talk about it a little bit. Is what he's saying true? Do Africans see us as slaves? Yes, they do. These are the people whose ancestors have never experienced slavery, or their ancestors might have sold our ancestors into slavery. They see us as slaves because in reality, that's what we are. We are descendants of slaves. He also said something very interesting, that he's in America, but at any point he could say, I'm done with this, I'm going back home. Nobody in the West can say that. You'll hear the conservatives say, go back to where you came from. We came from the West. The average African American is about 80% African and 20% European. But since we are hundreds of years removed from Africa, we don't necessarily know any African ancestors. I'll use myself, for example, right? I can show you my white cousins with 0% African DNA before I can show you a purebred African cousin from Africa. And I'm mostly African, right? That's a story for most people that are black that were born in the West. You have things like the Pan-Africanism movement where they're saying, okay, let's go back to Africa, do this or whatever. I wasn't born in Africa. I don't know anything about Africa like that. Yes, I have what I've been taught that's been passed down by my ancestors, but I have no direct contact to Africa apart from my skin color. I was born in the West. There shouldn't be any divide, but in reality there is. Or African brethren should be embracing us and not having these kind of misconceptions about us, but they can't help but feel like they're better than us because they've never been enslaved.
Now this guy right here, he's going to basically, try to say that the reason why these Africans and other groups don't deal with black Americans, he's going to say it's your fault. It's black people's fault. Talking about how you teased them, right? You used to make jokes and this and that. And they don't want to deal with you because of your behavior is something you've done. So he's going to try to twist it around and put the blame on black people as to why these immigrants don't want to deal with you.
We embrace Africans, huh? Did we bring them into our communities? Did we get them to hang out with us and spend time with us? No, we shunned them. We made fun of them. That's what we do. Don't say we didn't do that shit. We did. You know what I'm saying? Jim Crow really did a number on us. That's the difference between us and everybody else. Everybody else had slavery, but we had Jim Crow. We didn't have something like Jim Crow. We had Jim Crow. And what Jim Crow did was it made black people hate themselves. And hating themselves mean they hated other black people. We made fun of them, right? Only in America, they'll make fun of you because you're short. They'll make fun of you because you're big. They'll make fun of you because you're dark. Whatever it is, they're going to make fun of you. Oh, it's funny. He. That's us. That's our people, right? So y'all be surprised sometimes when some people say we don't like y'all. Hey, cool. I'm okay with this shit because I know that we do some shit, right? We be hiding our hand. On that type of shit, we straight hide our hand. We try to act like we the victims. They just don't like us for no reason. Nah, motherfucker, there's a reason why they don't like us. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why a lot of people don't like us because of how we do things. We go overseas right now, right? And we go and destroy somebody's home, right? And then we get on TikTok, we get on Instagram, we get on YouTube, and we defend the behavior. We defend the behavior. We turn into the victims, and we make that person responsible. Look how they treating us. Look what the fuck we doing. We takes no responsibility for the things that we do to other people. And then when we get mad because somebody say, you know what, I don't really like y'all. Yo, I'm glad I'm not included with y'all. I'm out here sharing my culture with everybody. I want people to know that all those other motherfuckers over there, yeah, that ain't me. I don't do stupid ass shit like that. This is who I really am, and this is how most of us really are. You understand? That small group of people don't speak for the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? So, people, look, if you don't want to go to the Caribbean, you don't want to go to Africa, I done said it about 1,000 times, and I can't say it till my teeth is white. Don't take your ass over there. I don't need you fucking shit up for me. Stay your ass where you are. You understand? Cause all the damage you can where you are. Don't take your black ass over there. Stay the fuck out of my way. I got shit to do. I'm trying to find family. I'm trying to find friends. And I'm not out here trying to clean up your goddamn mess because you can't be a damn adult about some shit. If you got that shit in your mind that I don't want to go in it, don't take your ass. Stay the hell out of my way, dude.
I've made a video about this before, something akin to this. And this is, I guess, kind of like an angst that I have because so many people on this app are cool of just dissing black Americans, of just negating our contributions to the development of the United States, of our culture, etc. And so I want to make this video, and I guess maybe the video could be like a caveat, maybe it could be informative, but I hope that you extrapolate something from this video. The privilege that many come here and take advantage of, it came at a price. That price was blood. The price was the turpitude and the tyranny against an entire people in this particular country. And so when people come here and they automatically want to defecate on black culture, or they want to juxtapose themselves and say that, hey, I'm not a black American, I am Nigerian. I am not a black American. I am Ghanaian. I am not a black American. I am Haitian, or I am Jamaican. They want to make these lines of demarcation as if the black American is absolutely the lowest thing that you can be culturally. We're the most uncouth, the most uneducated. And people are so comfortable doing this, and even from groups of European descent. So if we're looking at America as a tapestry of culture, if we're looking at America, theoretically that is, as a family of an amalgamation of different people coming together, we will acknowledge everybody's contribution, except the contribution of black Americans. And like I said, I'm not a person that subscribes to the fictive pseudoscientific concept of race, because I don't believe in that. But I do understand that these constructs do hold real world consequences, and they are significant. So often these lines of demarcation, we do this because we want to prove that we're not of the uncouth African-American black culture, the uncultured culture, the culture that really has no culture. So we make these lines of demarcation. Or if you're from European descent, you want to be on the side of mainstream culture to often castigate and be critical of black Americans. And if you don't realize that black Americans have culture and we contributed significantly to the growth of American culture, you're being historically ignorant. So to my immigrants that are seeking a better life, when you come here to take advantage of the privileges and conveniences, know that those privileges and conveniences were facilitated by the free labor and exploitation of black Americans for over 200 plus years. So do not be so quick to diss black Americans, say that they have no culture, if you do not understand that fact. Because the conveniences and the privileges that you're able to benefit off of do not exist without the labor of black Americans. Be historically sound. Peace.